So Atlus has just recently announced that they are re-releasing Raidou, which is a game that came out in 2006 on the PS2. So this game is going to be named Raidou Remastered: The Mystery of the Soulless Army, which was originally on the PS2 called Devil Summoner Raidou Kuzunoa versus the Soulless Army. So they've changed the name here. This is going to be releasing on June 29th, 2025 on the Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and on Steam. So if you're not familiar with this game, basically it is a spin-off of the Shin Megami Tensei series, and this is actually the only game, or at least the first one, that did real-time combat. All the others were, what do you call that? Turn-based. All the others were turn-based. But this one was the first one that did real-time. So there's a little bit different there. So the story of this game is you are Raidou, who is a devil summoner, and you are living in a fictional time period in Japan, and you are a detective. But you are also, as a devil summoner, you are able to summon these demons and use them to your advantage in your investigations. So you are hired by a client who belongs to a very powerful family, who is mysteriously and suddenly kidnapped by mysterious government officials, and now you have to find her and save her. So that's what you're going to be doing. So what you can do in this game is, you're going around, it's kind of a detective game, collecting clues, interviewing people, but you can use your demons in the field to your advantage, and each one has special abilities that will aid you. For example, you can use the read mind ability, so if somebody's being a bit secretive, you can figure out what they're really thinking. You can use the ignite ability to, it says inflame their emotions, so you can make someone a little more hot-headed and maybe a little more likely to say something that they wouldn't normally. Or if somebody's a little too excited, you can use the cool down ability to, calm their emotions, or even freeze water to create new pathways to access areas that you couldn't before. So there are quite a few updates to this game. They created a whole long list, but some of the biggest ones are obviously a visual upgrade. So that's, what the biggest one's going to be. But they've also added a quick save and autosave feature. They've added lock-on, so now you're not just running around, hacking and slashing. You can actually lock on to an enemy, keep the focus on them. All the allied demons in your party are going to be receiving experience. So I guess before it was only the one that was active, but now any of them that are in your party are going to be receiving experience. And they've completely overhauled combat. So you can call out 2 demons at a time. Before, you could previously only call out 1, but now you get 2 in combat, so that you can use that to your advantage. Raidou himself can learn special abilities that target enemy weaknesses. So then, if you target a weakness, similar to like the Persona games or any of these other games, if you target the weakness, then you could stun the enemy. And when you stun the enemy, you can go in for a really big attack, which leads to what they call the mag drain system. So mag is the shortened form of basically your magic. That they use a different word. It's not magicite, but it's something like that. But anyway, that's your resource that you can use your special abilities. And you can use quick attacks to regenerate that, or you can use heavy attacks just to hit hard, or you can use your special attacks, which are going to drain this resource. And when an enemy is stunned, you can use one of those abilities to just completely, finish them off. But if not, then you can go in with your quick attacks, regenerate some of your mag, and then use it to finish them off later. So you're going to have all that. Raidou himself is also learning other new moves. He's got a bunch of new attacks. He's got a bunch of new techniques that he can use in battle. They've added something they call the symbol and counter system. Not quite sure what that is, but it seems to be related to something that they mentioned later called a stealth strike. So it looks like when you are on the field, if you want to attack an enemy, it's going to tell you what kind, like see if you can sneak up behind them, or you can just attack them directly. And that's going to give you tactical advantages in battle or disadvantages depending on how you enter combat. They're also adding express streetcars, which are going to be allowing fast travel to previously visited locations. So before you had to run from point A to point B, but now fast travel is going to be there. So it's going to be a little bit easier to get around the city. And the previous game, the original one in 2006, had 70 demons. This game is going to have over 120, so nearly double the number of demons that you had in the previous game. And as a result of that, they've added the Premium Devil Chart, which is going to allow you to register multiple of the same demons. So if you've played the Persona games, you know that you get your demon, and what you can do is you get your persona, And what you can do is you can register it, and then that way, if you sacrifice it to create a new one, or you want to drop it to pick up another one, if you want to go back and summon that persona again, you could do it if you had registered it, but you could only register one of each type at a time. Now you can register multiples of the same type. So if you want one that's a little more healing focused, or if you want one that's a little more attack focused, or one that's a little more status effect focused, you can do that, and you can have multiples of these, and then you can choose which one you want. So that's obviously awesome as well. But yeah, there's many more. They listed out, let's see, 38. There were 38 things that they listed on their release video. So they released a long release video. I'm really enjoying these. Last time we had Silent Hill. They released their transmission. Here Atlus has released this long video where they go all into it. I love these things. I love watching them. So but you can watch it. It comes in at around the 11 minutes and 52 seconds mark. But you can check out all the things that they're added. Some of them, it'll just say like added quote stealth strike. So it doesn't really tell you what it is, but you can kind of get an idea of what you're looking at. So anyway, check it out. Raidou Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, coming to every console and Steam June 29th, 2025.